welcome to Memorial Stadium in Lincoln, Nebraska. Week 7 is underway in EA Sports College Football, and we are ready for a terrific game. It's the Florida Gators and the Nebraska Cornhuskers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
One of the most dedicated fan bases in all of sports, Lincoln, Nebraska is home to Memorial Stadium. 85,000 strong, pack it in every time this team kicks it off. Lincoln becomes one of the most special places to watch a college football game. Definitely a bucket list item. Nebraska continues to be one of the strongest traditions in college sports. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. The Gators ready to kick it away first. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Might be calling a hot route. Looking downfield, it's Calandria. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And I think this offense was looking for a reason to ignite the home crowd, coming out on first down, throwing the football, but the defense was ready. Nice job getting to the quarterback, making a big sack on the first play of the game.
The Huskers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. On the draw, it's Nelson, and he'll be brought down.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
And not the optimum setup to try to salvage the opening drive with a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Blasted as he lets it go. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down.
The hardest thing to do in football is to play on the road. So you want to get those fans as quiet as possible. That is a great opening possession for this defense, not giving up any big plays and forcing the 4th down.
First one of the day is on its way, and he's been sort of scarce around here, only called on one time in that loss last week. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Here's a give the ball. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the right. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the 1st down.
And I think with Florida, man, it's all about the quarterback position. When it was rolling at its peak, right, it was Jesse Palmer and Tim Tebow. That guy was pretty good too. But, like, finding that guy that can make the plays, I think bringing in Buster Faulkner is a big deal. They'll have a great offensive identity. But, Palmer, Florida's good when they got the trigger man.
Well, the good news is they didn't have to leave the U.S. border to find the next guy like they did way back in the day. But you're right. I think Buster Faulkner really is the key. I thought one of the big moves for John Sumrall in the offseason was bringing in Faulkner as his offensive coordinator. One of the most difficult coordinators to defend. You ask any D coordinator in the country, and he always seems to get the best out of his quarterback. So they had a guy in DJ Lagway. They had really high hopes. Things didn't work out. He moves on to Baylor. But this is a critical spot. And how quickly this new quarterback can get on the same page as his play caller, that's critical for their success.
They'll make the stop, and he gets 4 on the play. Balls at the 25.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. Took a shot as he threw, and it's incomplete on third down.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
On 4th down, they could boot the field goal, but looks as if they'll go for it. On 4th down, looking to pass. Incomplete pass, and the defense comes up big, and they take over.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football this 4th down. They played it well. Incomplete pass. Defense turns to offense.
The Cornhusker offense is out and ready to go on the attack. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive. He's into the open down the middle. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Cornhuskers! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch it.
That's a nice job by the offense there in their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. It didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find their rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. The defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Gators sending the offense back to work. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah.
Turning it on. Makes it past the marker. The 30. The 20. Into the house. Touchdown, Florida. This defense not only searching for answers, they're still searching for that running back.
And searching for angles. My goodness, this dude, he runs so fast, he erases angles. People trying to catch him, they didn't realize how much burners he had. He kicked it in gear, and there was no getting him.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he added the extra point. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. And he'll bring it back. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So the Nebraska offense heads out to start this drive. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Caught in the backfield, it's Barney. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often, and with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
They'll need to convert this 3rd down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. To throw, it's Calandria. Finds his tight end. He was fighting and struggling his way, trying to get that first down. Instead, they'll be faced with 4th. And the Huskers will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. The Gators want to pick up the tempo.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the first down.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
They'll give him 4 on the pickup. It's 2nd and 6.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Handoff for Ball. Finding some room. The tap. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Florida!
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And the PAT gives him a 14-7 lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Mills. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. We've reached the break. It's Florida with the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Grab behind the line. It's Hunter. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
Quarterback making checks. Back to pass. It's Calandria. Throws for the tight end. Finds a man on the right. There he goes. And he scores! Touchdown, Nebraska!
This is a special talent playing the tight end position because he's not a guy that's just going to catch flat routes and block. He's a guy you can line up all over the field. He can stretch the field vertically, shows off his speed. He has very rare athleticism for a guy at his position, and he showed it there on that long touchdown catch.
And they tacked on the extra point. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, this is back and forth. And
wide open spaces. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. They used the junk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Off play action. Keeping his eyes downfield, rolling left. Complete out left to Wilson. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
And this quarterback's got some speed. You see him use those wheels to get outside. He was on the run, nobody even close to him defensively before he was able to find an open target to get the first down.
Pocket breaking down, and down he goes.
And the defense makes a play, finally. This is a lot of offense early in this football game, a lot of scoring. Need more of this from the defense. Getting to the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, and then when you get him down, you get him behind the sticks. Good things happen for your defense.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Caught in the backfield, it's ball. Jumped on top of the pile.
And I think that's a built-in play for this offense. You saw the pressure immediately get to the quarterback on 1st down. You get him sacked. Well, how do you slow down the pass rush? You run the screen game. You invite those guys upfield, let them run by, and then you throw it over their heads. So a lot of times this is about controlling that pass rush and not letting them pin their ears back on the quarterback.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic, and fortunate to get it back.
Man, what a great break on the ball. Way to knock it down. But, man, this situation, they're almost in field goal range, had a chance to maybe take some points off of the board.
Oh, they block it! Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. I wonder how much fun this is for him. The head coach trying to take down the old alma mater across the way.
Yeah, I think these are always mixed emotions and how you feel about this, playing your old squad. Like, it's something about it, I'm sure, that's nostalgic, and all the memories probably come flooding back. But there's also a competitive element, Palmer, that you want to beat this squad. Like, this is the next team in your way for you accomplishing your goals and dreams.
Yeah, he's probably experiencing the emotional spectrum coming into this game, but make no mistake about it, he has to separate himself from his past allegiances and understand he's the home team. He wants this crowd to get in this football game. You know, he just gave a rousing speech to his guys in the locker room before taking the field. He wants to win this game versus his alma mater.
Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. He wants to change this route. Looking for a man. It's Calandria. Got the back over the middle. On the move at the 30. They finally get him down, but the explosive play has them set up as we get set for the final 2 minutes of the half. Cornhuskers come to the line with a new set of downs. Leaves it with the back. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Motion from the wide out. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Hunter. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
And how about that linebacker? Seeing the ball getting thrown really quickly to the wide receiver, breaking on it, and then be able to get that fast guy on the ground for no gain. That's a really athletic play by that linebacker.
Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22.
Ready. Go, go.
He's knocked down immediately, tried to catch them napping on the run and nothing doing. The Gators are going to call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. Doesn't have a straight-on shot here. He'll kick it from the left hash and 39 yards out. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Quarterback floating away from pressure. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
So now it's 2nd and long. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Throw to the right side, that's Wilson. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going. Looking to throw on 1st down. Rushes on him. And it's a sack. Clock is stopped. Florida has called a timeout. It's 2nd. And they'll still have run in their pocket for what's left in this first half.
Well, the offense trying to stay aggressive, right? You just came up with a huge play, and right away you go back to another pass, but you got to do a better job protecting your quarterback. Can't give up a sack there.
Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Got a man. It's Pryor. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
And the Gators will punt this one away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Gets it away, solid distance, but more importantly, trying to keep it away from that return man. As the Gators head for the locker room by the watchful eye, that bull Gator head. Let's check in with Kevin Connors at the half.
Gents, the cream is rising to the top here 7 weeks in. Let's take a look at today's action. We start with a look at Ohio State taking on the number 16, the Miami Hurricanes. And it's the Buckeyes with a gritty victory away from home. This team prepared well all week, and they'll enjoy the fruits of their labor. And it moves their mark to 6-1 as they continue to play awfully well here in the season's first half. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
To the air on first down. Pressure coming. It's complete to the left. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. The Gators want to crank the tempo. Makes the grab in their space. At the 30. 10. Touchdown Gators. That one will give them the lead.
And that is the easiest touchdown pass that guy is ever going to throw. The little touch pass, jet sweep, and how about the speed out in the open field? Man, David, quarterbacks love those. Those are stat builders.
And defensively, man, we've got to see that. We've got to adjust. Safeties have to be able to come down and play that jet sweep. It's frustrating when you see them not adjust. And then, listen, you could see it, the wheels. I mean, that dude had some speed when he got around the corner, and nobody could catch him. But defensively, we've got to see that a second sooner so we can come up and make a play.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. So as soon as they step on the field here in the third quarter, they find themselves trailing, and now they'll try to answer with a score of their own. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. The Huskers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to throw, it's Calandria. Looking down the middle. That's caught. It's Hunter.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Nelson. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
Caught behind the line. It's Barney. At the 40, there he goes. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. And the Huskers are rolling down the field. Looking downfield on first down. He'll take a shot. Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
What a big game-changing play. I love when you see defensive players, they jump on the ball like they were the offensive guy. So aggressive, going and getting that pick, creating some big mojo for your team.
Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. The Gators come to the line in the hurry-up.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Wilson open on the right side. Breaks into the open. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Tight end now in motion. Obviously didn't like what he saw on 1st down, and they used a timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. The offense sets up shop at the 46 on 1st down. Running inside. It's Pryor. Pushes ahead for 1. It's 2nd and 9.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
With the catch, it's Singleton. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker. And the Gators lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. Takes it down to the 35-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And that's a nice 3rd down conversion for this offense. And I tell you what, the struggle for this offense has been stringing those 1st downs together. They're not in the top 50 in college football in 1st downs. They'll get one, and then they kind of stall. Let's see if they can put multiple 1st downs together, get one of those long drives going.
I think he's showing you his experience on that decision right there. There was nothing open, so don't try to force it into coverage. You've got the lead. If it's not there, just throw it away. The head coach loves to see his quarterback make that kind of decision.
They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. Caught over the middle. It's Pryor. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. The Gators go back to work after moving the chains through the air. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Touchdown, Gators! And they take it in for 6 more points. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job, you got points, now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. On the snap, it's Nelson. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Dropping back, it's Calandria. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, you haven't seen a ton of incompletions in this game, and that's good news for this QB. Obviously, he struggled his last game out. Part of that was the defense. Part of that was him not playing as well as he wanted to. But in this game, he really has been, for the most part, locked in, and that is a good sign for this offense.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Might be changing the route. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Another interception. That's number 17 on the year. Got room on the return. Touchdown, Florida. How about this defense taking one back to the house? No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. And the extra point is good, and the score is 35-17. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Handoff to the single back. Picks up the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Right back to the well. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. The Cornhuskers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll give it to the back. Might have a chance there to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. Our final quarter is on deck, and it looks as if they are ready to go. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Quarterback may change this route. Looking to throw, it's Calandria. Showing the arm strength to the left. And that is interception number 3 on the day.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. And after that interception, things quite comfortable. Big lead, clock winding down. They should be able to take care of business here. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Finds the tight end. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Wants to throw on 1st down. Moves away as he feels pressure. And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
The run inside. It's Pryor. Nowhere to go. Same song, 2nd verse, as this defense is ready for this guy. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. They'll move the wide receiver. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Working that left side now. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the fourth quarter with a big lead, he's still taking shots.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. The senior defensive tackle being looked at by medical personnel. Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on how he's doing. The give as they work on that clock. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Ball again. Got enough for the first. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just keep running the football. Everything is going according to plan right now. They've been able to stay on the field. They put some nice plays together back to back to back, and they're bleeding the clock. This is exactly what you practice for situations like this. Just keep doing what you're doing.
They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. The Gators come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Here's a give the ball. Got a little grass. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
At the 13-yard line. And first down for the offense.
And the Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Here's Jaden one more time. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to pass. Buys a little time with his feet. And he scurries out of bounds and wisely avoids taking the big hit.
Nice job by the D, playing the pass first. QB scrambles. It's the fourth quarter. I got to save time. I got to save possessions. What do I do to end the run? Now I push the quarterback out of bounds. He goes out of bounds. Thank you. I didn't even have to waste a timeout. Nice job by the D.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. He's got the back in the middle. And he'll go down, but he has enough for the first down.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him toting the rock with success, and now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
Under fire. Touchdown, Florida! And the beatdown has ensued. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And how about it? Everyone getting involved, getting the big tight end involved. This offense has done an unbelievable job scoring points. This defense has had no answers. Just keep it rolling, offense.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He gets it past the 30, and they'll get him out of bounds at the 32.
And these are these moments as a defense, like, you're just trying to get out of the game. We're rotating, we're subbing, like, we've stopped them all game long. Like, they can run the football right here. The biggest thing is the clock ticking, us getting out of here with the dub, and really, everybody staying healthy.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Out of the gun to give to the back. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, they're trying to go toss to the field and get that running back out into space to use his speed, but the defense looked like they were already lined up expecting that play, and they force a negative one.
And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. Fires to the middle. He's got it, and more than enough for a 1st down.
Hey, I got to be honest, I don't know if the defense was expecting that type of throw on 4th down. It looked like they were all huddled close to the line of scrimmage, looking for something in the quick game, but instead the quarterback takes a shot vertically down the field and catches the defense off guard.
Looking to throw, it's Calandria. Here's a heat. He's taking a deep shot, and it's picked off for the 4th time today. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the 4th quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to...
Right down the boulevard. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. Running the red zone. It's Pryor. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
You can tell, man, really made a point for this offense to run the football, to be physical and defensively. Already getting behind in this football game, not stopping the run on this drive. They've got to get more aggressive. They got to get more physical on that line of scrimmage.
With the run on 1st and goal. They make the stop, and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one.